Okay guys, welcome to the spider guard. In this video, we're gonna show you how to use the guard, how to move your partner's weight, sweep them, yeah, and all the fundamentals on how to play spider guard. Oes. Okay guys, finally spider guard. I've been meaning to do this video for you guys a long time, but it's been a while since we're back in the gi. Storm is with us and we're gonna show you the fundamentals of the spider guard. In this video, it's about grips, concepts, how to mechanically move your partner in several directions, play the spider guard, and then we add some sweeps and submissions. But first, what's the spider guard? So the goal today is to control my partner's grips and his posture through the spider guard. So what a lot of people do, they grab the grips from the spider guard and they say, come at me, bro. But in this, I'm not controlling Storm. His posture is strong, his hands are free to grab my legs, pass, and this is not the goal of the spider guard. So what I want you guys to understand today is we're controlling the arms, not only to move my partner, but also to take away some of his abilities to pass. If Storm has both hands available, he can pin my legs, start passing, start working his top game. So I'm taking that away from him, and I'm gonna use my legs to create tension in his arms to move his posture. So this is one of the things that happens a lot in spider guard. People get the grips in spider guard, and what they do, they stay either static, which allows my partner to start passing. There's no pressure, look at this guy. Or they start moving your partner's arms and themselves. Now look at this. It looks pretty fun. Yeah, I think it's a good warming up, but I'm not controlling Storm's posture whatsoever, especially if he starts standing. So one of the first things I want to go over, I'm going to quickly show you how to build up the spider guard, and then we're going to go straight into these mechanics. So from an open guard, yeah, usually I like to play the lapel or control my partner's sleeve, block. He's controlling my gi. We're going to control the grips on the sleeve, take an umbrella grip, yeah. All these basics, I'm just going to skip them a little bit. I'm going to assume this is not the first time you're playing the gi. Instead of just moving my leg, I pull his arm in, kick my leg over. Usually I like this to lasso. In this case, I wedge my knee in between and work my way into spider guard. And one of the common ways you can build this up is from the close guard. Now in the close guard, his grips are here for the taking. I'm going to AB out. I'm going to circle my knee with tension, so my guard is open, but there's tension on my knees. I'm not just dropping my legs. As my knee circles in, my foot goes on the hip, and I put pressure outwards with the knee. I then wedge the other side. There's pressure on my knees. And what I like to do to prevent my partner sometimes from grabbing my pants is twist my wrists in like this. So if he tries to grab the pants, I'm at least delaying that a little bit, but play around with this or this. As I move to the side again, put my foot on the bicep, yeah? And then you can either play the hand on the outside. I like to really bring it in to the inside, create tension, pull his arm in, and there's always gonna be tension on my foot. If I'm completely extended, I can no longer create any tension in his body. If I'm completely relaxed, he can pull his arm out and start passing. So the thing about spider guard is, you know you're doing a good job if you get tired. Yeah, so I hope in this video you're gonna hear me talking slower and slower. But I need to put pressure on my partner. I'm not waiting here. It's not like, it's just the same with any other guard. Close guard, reverse de la hiva. I'm not waiting for my partner to pass. I am controlling and attacking. So from here, I create my other grips. And now instead of moving my partner's arms, I want you to understand that we create three, let's start off today with three base mechanics. First, I pull my partner on top of me and leg press my leg to the ceiling to raise his butt from his heels. Look at this. One. Now you see his hips and his butt are elevated. This creates a disbalance from where I can sweep and attack. So I'm not moving his arms, I'm lifting my partner, yeah, lift him up. I'm underneath the center of gravity, and there's still tension in my leg. So I'm not at the maximum of my push, because now I can no longer tip him over his center of gravity. The second one, very important in a lot of sweeps we're gonna cover, is pushing my partner's weight all the way to the outside, so in a straight line. Now a good drill to do with this is keep your spider guard in, allow your partner to pass all the way, watch the mic. As long as I have this spider hook in, or in later videos, a lasso, I can extend my leg not to the ceiling, but straight to the wall to push my partner in a straight line way, kind of like in an X guard. This is a very strong main mechanic of the spider guard. So we have lifting my partner up, lifting my partner to the side, pulling my partner in, obviously, and finally we can lift him a little bit over my head. That's when I really want to lift my partner all the way there. Yeah, this allows me to dive underneath him for the techniques we're going to cover in a while. Once you get these basic mechanics, we can introduce some sweeps. Once again, guys, if I'm not moving his posture, I'm not sweeping the guy. So, if you don't know any of the basic techniques we did today, armbar, triangle, sweeps, just look up those videos. We have them on the channel or any other channel. But I'm going to assume you know these basics. So for the first sweep, I really want to pull my partner forward and lift the weight off his butt. If I try to sweep him to the side now, he's really strong if I want to scissor sweep him to his left, my right side. So what I do from this spider guard, I'm constantly attacking my partner. I'm not attached to the spider guard in any way. If my partner is really pulling his arm back, I can just use an arm drag, take his back. What a lot of people do is when they play spider guard, they're so focused on playing spider guard. Guys, if I have spider guard and I can get a good collar, I can get an arm drag, I can get an arm bar, I'm not married to the spider guard. Same thing goes with any other guard. It's not like we're doing De La Riva and then jiu-jitsu. I'm just constantly mixing in these guards. I want to keep it in spider guard today, but rewind this. I'm not married to the spider guard. If at any time I feel I'm not working, yeah, he's pulling his arm back, I'm just taking an arm drag, taking another sweep, taking a lapel grip, but we'll cover that in other videos. But today I told you it was about the concepts. Anytime I'm here, he's really trying to weave his arm passing. I just grab the collar, do a counter choke. Yeah, I'm not fighting for it. But back to the technique. First one we're going to do is a basic scissor sweep. I'm not scissor sweeping my partner to the side. I'm really trying. Usually I base on the hip for a while, and my knee is putting pressure. So I'm not too low, because if my leg drops too soon, he's knee cutting over. Mind you, I still have that spider hook, so I can still push him off. But if you drop this leg too soon, he will just knee cut over or pass. So I like to put my foot on the hip, pull him forward, and I'm not pulling with my elbow low. I'm like an archer all the way up. So I can check my Rolex, what time it is, as I lift the weight off his butt. So look, these are his arms moving. Nothing happening with his hips, and this is his hips going up. Then I drop the leg, turn my belly, sweep him over, push away from this hand as I score an extra 4 for the mount. Let's move a little bit backwards, do it once again. So look at my chest and back, guys. What a lot of people do, they stay on their side. If I stay on my side, you will feel there's gonna be a tipping point, and you can't just really get over it. Now today, Storm is a very strong guy, so I'm not getting away with shitty sweeps. I need to load him up, and I'm bringing not my side, my shoulder, but I'm opening my chest like I'm looking to someone behind me. So I'm lifting the weight off his butt, and I open my chest. Look at my face, guys. As I scissor sweep, I look behind me. Boom. Now you can either slide underneath and take the armbar, but you don't score points for the sweep. So I'd rather take the mount and score the extra 4 and get at least a top position. So important for this scissor sweep, just rewind it if you want to see it again. I'm not going to do it one more time. Video gets long. Is lift the weight of his butt, pull the arm in, yeah, to really bring your partner forward, and then open your chest. Yeah, don't stay on your side. Now next sweep, what doesn't want to go to the left, who doesn't want to go to the left, should go to the right. So if my partner really resists, I'm just going to throw in one submission, so we're not doing the sweeps first and the submissions, because I think this really chains well. If I'm here, I'm trying to pull him over to the side, and he tries to get back a center line, I push the arm away and enter my omoplata. And the omoplata is not just a submission, it's also a sweep. If they roll, I get a top position. But what I want to do, I want to show you guys that the spider guard, the hand, can pull and then twist around the corner whilst my knee bends the elbow. So that is why I also like to keep this foot on the hip a little bit. I pull him in and up. If he goes back to center line, my knee pushes in his armpit as this hand pushes back. So Storm, push your hand back, this. So go again, push back. I'm pretty strong in putting the pressure here. Then I let go of this spider, push the head away, sit up, go for the omoplata. So we got spider omoplata. I think it's pretty basic. And now my second favorite sweep, if he doesn't want to go to this side, I'm going to cross my leg to the opposite side, and it's kind of going to be in an upside down knee on belly. So I'm blocking the hip. I'm not letting my knee pass his body, because then he gets side control. I still have that hook, but I don't want him to pass his knee too easily. As I do so, I go underneath, scoop the leg. Now if I want to push him to the side, he's pretty strong. So once again, I pull in, I load the weight off his hips, and then I extend. Pommel, score knee on belly. We're going to go over that detail in a second. So this was one of the primary mechanics I showed you in the beginning, is not lifting my partner up, but pushing him horizontal in a straight line. I go underneath him, scoop the leg, sweep that way. And these two sweeps go both ways. If I want to do the second one first, as I'm here, I try to like push him in there. He leans back. I go back to the scissor sweep. I usually start off with the scissor sweep because I think it's an easier sweep. As I go here, he leans back, cross, lift, push. Now as I land here, look at the positioning of my shin. I really want to score the top position. This knee is already a knee on belly. Now I'm not getting on my foot. I'm pommeling my shin in, up, out, and base. As soon as I base, I score extra 2 points for knee on belly, IBJF, so don't stay here. 1, 2, 3. I think there's a good drill to do. 1, 2, 3. That should be easy for you. So these are the two primary sweeps. Let's end up with some variations of the final sweep and some basic submissions. A variation of the final sweep could be, now we're doing it spider, we can do this lasso in 100 ways, is instead of scooping the leg, I'm going underneath and I scoop the arm. Let's not say the arm, let's say the shoulder. I pull his weight on top of me before I extend. If I just extend here, I'm moving all the center of gravity away from me. So I pull him in, I extend, keep the shoulder pushed halfway, and spin for the far side armbar. It doesn't score me the points, because I immediately dive to the armbar, but it could score me a really cool submission. If you want to see that again, just rewind. Instead of scooping the leg, I scoop the shoulder. Now let's end up with some basics. I highly advise you to play around with the spider guard and start really getting good at pushing, elevating your partner here, seeing where pressure is. Now I can let go of one spider, shoot my hips in, get a triangle. It's one of the most basic things. For the people a bit more advanced, if he sees a triangle coming, usually when he sees this, a lag, he knows the triangle is coming. So what I sometimes really like to do is I let my legs switch. So I insert this one, like I'm going for the sweep, and then this one goes over, so I get the inverted triangle. The risk is, if I don't choke him, is that I give him easy passes, side control. So watch out for that. But it's a cool variation on the triangle. And mixing up with the second sweep, if we're here and he leans back, I can really violently pull this arm in and hip over with an armbar here. Yeah? So you can do a basic armbar from spider, but I like to combine it with this sweep because my hips should be really engaged in this spider guard. I think we're going to keep it with this armbar, omoplata, triangle, inverted triangle. Once again, if at any time you're losing a spider guard, there's kanto chokes, loop chokes, and just jiu-jitsu. One sweep in that direction, one sweep in that direction. Let's do the final one for the guys still watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and drop a spider emoji in the comments, because then I know you're watching. For the last one, I'm going to lift my partner over a little bit, and he's going to base this leg. Yeah? In another video, we'll cover what if he stands up, but let's keep it a closed system. You see I'm already getting a bit tired. This is good. As I lift my partner over, in, for example, that second sweep, and here's a leg basis. So instead of pushing it to the logo, I'm just really lifting him over that way. If his leg bases, yeah, there's going to be tons of attacks on this leg, but I can use my head to spin in for the far side leg. So I really push him over here. I make a back roll and clamp down on his leg to go for a knee bar. Yeah? If I'm not allowed to do knee bars, I can like wedge up, get a back take, yeah, start wrestling up. Just rewind that if you want to see it again. But I lift my partner over, invert, do a back roll, clamp my legs together, and I get this cool knee bar because his leg is stuck in my armpit. You'll see it if you rewind. And let's finish up with this one. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a spider in the comments. See you in the next one. Oes.